Good morning. Welcome to Foreign Technical Solutions. Let's get started. So, as always, we like to start with our news. Looks like a pretty light day this week. The way I do it is I only filter out red news because red news is really what moves the markets. So really, light day this week, only Monday. So at 10 a.m. and at 6:45 p.m. we have news. This NZD news is more important than this USD news, although this is still pretty important. So that means most of the week is going to be pretty easy to trade. Should be straight off of price action. So that's good. Okay, now back to the charts. Okay, here we go. This is silver. As you know, I am a silver bull, very bullish on silver in the long term. However, for the short term, looks like we found a little, we're slowing down right here. So it looks like there's a little resistance around here. You see where this is not really getting past this point. So also RSI is oversold here. So I expect a little bit more of a pullback this week. Probably back to around this level right here before continuing up. Again, charts, trends, price doesn't move in a straight line. It's never going to go shoom or shoom straight up or straight down. That's just how price action works. So today it looks like the chef is the strongest currency this week so far. So silver, it's not ready yet to me. I'm not selling silver. I'm only buying silver, so I would wait for a better entry to go long on silver. Moving on. Now, this pair right here has really, really surprised me because I didn't expect the market to shoot straight up, So while the dollar was weakening across other markets, the dollar was actually strengthening against the peso. And I don't get that. But we see some rejection up here. So what I would do is I would wait and see. It's not filling in my I don't know what's going on with that. It's not filling in my rectangles, but either way. So I would kind of wait until price got back in this zone before I took any type of position on the peso. But for now, I would just leave it alone because I don't really know what it's doing. Ever since last week, it just pushed up. So we could see another structure like this where price actually continues all the way up here to 20, or we could see like this and get a reversal. This is a big sign, a reversal sign, big reversal candlestick. Another pair that I've been keeping my eye on, which I don't really trade, but I like to watch, is, and it's fast, but right now, as far as I'm concerned, the pound pairs are not what's happening. If you see the pound is on a crazy downtrend, way, way, way oversold, but I'm not buying the pound. If you know anything about what's going on in the world today, or if you know anything about the Brexit or the EU right now, the pound is actually struggling, and I read somewhere yesterday where the pound could actually, let's look at GBP USD. Yesterday I saw I saw this article. I wish I could share it with you guys. Also, if you guys aren't yet, you should add me on Telegram because we do a lot of talking about markets over there. So I want to show you guys the GBP USD because yesterday I read that the GBP USD could get to 1-to-1, which means $1 is worth £1, right? And if we go back to like a weekly chart, this is a weekly. I don't know if that's ever happened. Really quick. Yeah, that since 1999, that has never been the case. I like to go back and look at historical data, right? So in 2016, I remember this. In 2016, well, I don't remember that. I'm lying. In 2016, price got all the way to here, which is 1.12691. That's a lot of pips, ladies and gentlemen. And the way it's looking, these wicks are getting filled. So, I mean, not right now because it looks like it's really way oversold and we might get a bounce off this level. However, if this level doesn't hold, this 1.21, or if there's a no deal, listen to me. If there's a no deal Brexit, you can sell the pound down to the ground. A no deal Brexit, the pound and the dollar will be about 1-to-1. Just my opinion. Of course, this is not financial advice. Trade at your own risk because trading is risky. You can lose money quickly. So that was a bonus, GBP USD. All right, let's take a look at Ripple real quick. Okay. So it looks like Ripple is back at 32 cents. It's been bouncing between, I would say, around 30. Around 30, you know, between 30 and 32 cents for like the last couple of weeks. If you notice, go down a little bit. This price is typical. Me personally, I don't like Ripple. I mean, just the more and I look at it and the more I see about it, like I was showing you guys last week, it's just suppressed. Price has just been suppressed. Now let's take a look at a few other cryptos and just so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm not sure. Let's look at Zcash. Zcash. Okay, this is interesting. If you're not familiar, you should do some research on Zcash, but that's interesting. It pushed all the way up to 123 when it had that little run. Surely that little fake breakout we saw a couple of weeks ago in crypto, and then it pushed all the way back down to $66. That's a 50% loss. However, there's support at this level. So this looks like it's setting up for a good buy to continue that way to me. I mean, this is pretty easy recognition of a support, you know, previous support oversold. Those three conditions are enough for me to consider a buy once I go down to a lower time frame and I try to find a price action set up. So I try to find a signal that's saying, hey, time to buy. Now, to me, you kind of got to break where these rejection wicks are before you're really in another uptrend. However, you know, this is only a $2 difference. So you can kind of set your stops at about here. You know, I would probably move my stop or a little bit below there, which is only a $3 stop, and your upside is tremendous. So that's one I would keep my eye out on. If you don't have a broker, if you don't know where to start purchasing crypto, send me an email, leave a comment. I'll point you in the right direction, or at least show you some places where that are alternatives to Coinbase. Litecoin, another token I really like. Hasn't been moving too much. A lot of rejection here at the $100 price, which I think is a psychological level for Litecoin. Again, during that last run, it ran up to 146. Now it's down to 96, which is only a 30% decline compared to the 50% that we just saw in Zcash. I'm not looking at BTC today because, I think everyone kind of watches BTC and knows what's going on with BTC, which is Bitcoin. My other friendly crypto is Ethereum. Also, now this is starting to look like we're heading back up from the peak of 361 when we had that bull run down to 229. 40% or so decline. Here you have my EMAs crossing, my moving averages, and you have a tail bar. See, this is all these are showing that this is support. Ether found support at around 207. Now you would need a little larger stop now because you should have got in back here if you were going to enter here. So now you would need a wider stop, which means you have a larger risk. But Ether is also looking to be headed back in the northern direction. Last but not least, guys, I'm going to go to work, and I want you guys to understand that the reason why I make these videos, first of all, I am a swing trader. I have a regular job. I'm a father, and I'm just trying to show you guys that if you take the time to get up early and check out the charts, even if you're just observing, and you get familiar with what goes on in these pre-market hours, you can make a nice supplemental income. So this is going to be my last little quick analysis, and I'm going to get to my job. Silver. Okay, let's look at the chef. I pretty much know this guy's finna sell. Look at that. Here we go. USD chef. Chef is strong right now. Really strong. I was actually in a sale here last week, and then I was doing okay. I held my position. News came out. Boom. That was when they decided to cut the interest rates. Fake out, right? Because we know that's negative for the dollar, even though it's supposed to strengthen the dollar. But when they cut the interest rates, that's a negative sign for the dollar. So after that announcement, this was the news. Boom. We went straight down. Now, if you caught this move, congratulations. Probably about 200 pips or so, maybe more. Right now, I think we're at a level. Yeah, we're at a level that was a previous level, and we're oversold. So I personally would wait for a pullback. You might get a pullback into previous support, which would be like right here. So you could get a pullback into here. I would hope so, and then continuing on down possibly to 95. So still some pips to be made. However, I would want to wait until we pull back into here before I got short again. Okay, I hope you guys could at least follow me. I know I went through these a little quickly. Again, if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if you have any pairs that you would like me to look at next week, leave a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button. Also share these videos.